Good morning. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. I want to share something that I learned. One of my friends took me to see a man named John. Very sweet man. Very beautiful home, very good energy. And it was interesting because he had information to share about doTERRA. doTERRA, most people have heard of them, essential oils and stuff, but we didn't talk about doTERRA right away. Instead, we just talked. I walked into the house and I immediately felt like, gosh, $1 million or the Queen of England. I felt respect and value and honor and worth and welcoming, and it was marvelous. And I'm not saying that I don't get that from other places or other people. I was just alarmed to feel it wash over me so strongly. And I can't even get into the architecture and the way that things were going there. It's like the house was designed to invite people in. Apparently it actually was. He built the house, and he's an artist, and he basically scribbled a bunch of stuff down, and a bunch of architects looked over it and made it plausible. So that was unusual but wonderful. And in the midst of walking into the house and speaking with John and letting a conversation develop and tangent organically, he didn't start talking business until invited, which I thought was unusual. Most people talking business are like, let's get down to business. Here's the strategy, here's the layout, here's what we're doing. And he's like, no, I want to get to know you as a person. I want to talk to you guys as people, as, brothers and sisters of God, and show you your due honor and respect. It was so unusual, but marvelous and unusual. And so as we talked, eventually he was invited to share, okay, so tell us about this doTERRA thing that you're running, and how you get into it and stuff. And he didn't start with, well, this is the product and this is how it works and this is how you sign people up and it's an MLM. That's not how he started. He was like, first, imagine a goal. What do you want? What is your end goal? I want you to know what you want. I want you to know it so perfectly that it feels real. I want you to sit down and ponder. Think about, how much do you want to make per month? What do you want to do? What are you making this money for? Why are you doing this? It was all very inceptual. It was very visualization. And as I pondered about it, and one of my, a couple of friends were with me. One guy he's very, very forthcoming. Goes, I want to be like, millions of dollars, easy, in my bank account. I never have to check it. I need to do stuff. I need to do a lot of stuff, and I need money to never be an issue. And John just nods, and he's not like, well, that's going to take a lot of work. He was like, good. I need you to envision perfectly you doing everything just the way you want it in your future. Now, in order to get there, you're going to need a mechanism that gets you there. So imagine you need a team. Now, I don't want you to think of the people that you want on your team. I want you to write down the qualities that are required to make your team successful. This is where it differs. He does have an amazing strategy, but it differs from most people. It differs from most MLMs. It differs from most businesses. He speaks like an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs basically say, I want this thing up here. I want this mountain. Then they look around and they're like, what do I need to put on the base to make the mountain? And then they make it. That's what entrepreneurs do. You look at Walmart. Where'd that come from? It came from a good structure, a foundation. So John goes, all right, don't think about people. No, don't go through your list of contacts. Don't think of all your relatives. Don't even think about product right now, because right now you're thinking about what qualities do I need in a team? What kind of leadership do I want in my team? And then then you are to think and ponder and be very thorough. You want team leaders who are going to be dedicated. They're going to be in it for the long haul. They're going to have conviction, motivation. And then as you think of these people, because you're going to already have these qualities in mind, people will come to you. That's just how the brain works. I mean, I think it's been called law of attraction before, but, Jesus said it best. Seeking ye shall find, knocking it shall be opened unto you. When you focus on something, your mind starts seeking it out and you find it. Science, spiritual energy, fate, laws of the universe, this is a thing. So it's not so much, oh crap, I can't think of anybody. It's, what do I want? What do I need? What is required? And then once you find those people, once you manifest these people, go to them individually, one at a time, and say, I have a dream. This is my dream. And this is the tool I'm going to use to get there. Now, as I was thinking about doing this project, I realized you are an invaluable member I really want on my team because of these qualities you possess. And in the midst of just go through the qualities and say, look, I know you have this. I've seen this in you. And I know you. I want you on my team. But more than that, also, I think you could make a chunk of money. And I think we could have a fun time. And it would be so fun to hang out with you some more and work with you. I see you at here and here and here. And, we've done these things together. This is something we could work on together, and we could build this. This could be like a nest egg for us, and wouldn't it be so great? And I don't think it would, I don't expect it to be, any skin off your back. You already have these qualities. This will be a natural thing for you. Will you join me? And I'm sitting back in the background, scribbling in my little notepad. I'm like, whoa. I've studied business, I've studied entrepreneurship, I've studied marketing, I've studied MLMs. I've studied a lot of things because it's a great mystery to me how it works out, but I'm always fascinated and inspired by the people who manage it. I've never quite understood or seen this strategy before, but I know this strategy. I've seen it in history, where people of very insignificant worth or influence gather a team of leaders, not just a team of people. Oh, my friend, my aunt, my mom, we all got together to do this thing. That's not a team of people. That's a group. That's a social club. This is a strategic group of quality people. And it's you start by looking for attributes, necessary attributes, what they can contribute, what you need contributed to make your team successful. So it's different than how a lot of MLMs will say, go through your contact list, call everybody you can think of, and try and sell them your product and tell them that if you buy it, you're helping them. That's not how this went down. And in fact, the strategy John suggested and even inspired isn't a strategy that is specific for MLMs. It's a strategy that is specific for literally anything. Sit down, make a list of necessary attributes, but only do this after you know what your goal is, because your dream has to be so solid, so clear to you that you know why you're making a team. You know why you are entering into whatever it is. It could be any job. It could be any endeavor. Know why. And then you can start. I'm distracted. I still haven't figured out how to deal with people walking up to me. I am on a walking path. So, strategy and structure. this fellow John, he actually does want to help people. He loves health and wellness, and so going the route of using doTERRA is just, it fits with his goal. His goal is to create a health and wellness center to teach and train people how to live better, eat better, work better, sleep better. He wants to hit all the dynamics. So essential oils, perfect. It resonates with his goals, and that's marvelous. So he could have chosen anything, and he could have started anything. He has the mind of an entrepreneur. He doesn't have the mind of what I would consider an MLM typical participant, but he does have a really good structure. And to be fair, when you use an MLM and you use this kind of structure and you believe in the product and you believe in the underlying point and value of the product, there's a great deal of value. And he goes, well, yeah, listen, there is a certain amount of learning and putting the oils on people and teaching people how they work and all that stuff. Like that's there, but I want to educate people on how to make themselves healthier and more successful. And I also want to help people get out